Hello. Hello. Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, where we build our game more and more and more and more and more. Is there any activity on the Reddit that we created? Event starting. Okay. I already upvoted it. I can update more things. I will upvote everything. I will upvote everything in Plane Shift. Hello, boys. We are working on the new release, and it's done. I'm just packaging, so we will have some downtime during the stream, and it will be mostly for yeah. Doom 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 doom. Para pa pa para pa pa para pa pa para. Para pa pa para pa pa para pa pa para. Okay. So let's do this. So we have a file where I keep all the notes for making the release, and actually the Windows release is pretty much done. I mean, it's already done. I need to upload that release on the website. I don't know if any of you want to get it early, but yeah, I think I can upload it. I hope it will not change. I hope it will not. I'm not sure, but you never know. So yeah. The let me just check. 039, yes, 040. So this is actually Windows 040. If you want to get it from the website, you have to wait that it finish uploading. It will finish uploading in about 10 minutes, and I will update the web page after that. There is the Windows one, right? I didn't test it yet, but I will test it a bit, but you are the guys that are going to test it for me. Thank you. And for Linux, I already did a few steps. I was making the production server. I'm just checking if it completed. It actually completed properly, which is great. Which is actually great. So yeah, it completed with no errors. Fantastic. And this was the build shipping server. So we actually have a working server. So it is done. Now I need to copy that server from the Linux machine to no, I have to zip it though. Exactly. I have to zip it up. So this will be 040 server side. It's completed, so I'm gonna move it to my machine, and then after that's moved on my machine, it will take about 10 minutes. No, I think it's because we are uploading the other one, and so I think my network is a bit congested at the moment, because actually the two machines are one next to each other, so yeah, it's going down very quickly now. Okay. Meanwhile, on the Mac Mini, let me see. On the Mac Mini, we got the typical error, which is okay, because we always get this error. Because this error is about the some of the libraries that we are linking with the Mac release, that they need to be fixed. Yes, wordlib and such. So we are going to execute these commands, which are just fixing the pointers to the library. And I never had the willingness to really investigate if I can completely separate those objects, right? Do you want to have a Mac ARM64 release as well? I could build it. I mean, it's not that hard in theory, because I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, it's very easy for me actually. It's just a matter of packing, right? The difference is just the packaging. But I'm already building ARM64 by default, because there is no other way. And then I'm converting it to 8664 after, right? So in theory, if I just zip up before the conversion, we have our ARM64 release. But I don't know. I don't know if any of you will actually... Someone was asking, some Mac people were actually asking about the ARM release. I don't know. How are you guys today? How is this fine Sunday treating you? Good or bad? Pam 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 pam. Okay, so the Mac is running. The Linux, I'm just waiting the copy of the file, but actually we can proceed with the other steps on Linux, because this one is running, yes, and the installation on production is still to be done, but we can do this meanwhile, meaning we can build a client. And so this is done. It is completely unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway for consistency. And then we launch the bill shipping client. This one is going to take a bit, because it's a full is a full build on Linux. And well, actually the server already did the cooking. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, when we launched the server, which took about, I think, 1 hour or so, you already did the cooking of some of the assets, so it may not be super long, but we will see also if we get any compilation errors. Sometimes Linux is a bit more let's say sensitive, sensitive to some C++ syntax, and some warnings are treated as errors and things like that. So there is a shadow variable. Yeah, it's fine. There's a none that is actually declared twice. Fine. Yeah, in theory, all this. I'm trying to fix these warnings from time to time, but usually I see them late, and like now, and the release is pretty much done. But I did a number of passes for cleaning, right? For cleaning this thing, so. To clean this thing. So yeah, so the Linux is running now. The Mac is running as well, and hopefully we'll go past the error of the library linking. And the Windows is pretty much done. I'm waiting the upload, which is about 40 seconds away, of the Windows package. I have it on the other screen. And I'm waiting the copy of the server file to my machine, which is about 3. Yes. There are a lot of old screenshots there, really old screenshots. All the screenshot boys. This game has been in development since ever, and I don't know, it's kind of, I know the game is not too good, but I know the game is not too good, but it's complex to make such a game, and there's never enough time to make it really good. I don't know. But I learned a lot through the years, so I think it's getting a bit better now. Hopefully. Okay, so we got the server on my machine, so now we're gonna copy it on the real production server. This one, yes, which is donated by Proact. which is one of our sponsors, so we don't have to pay for the server, and that's fantastic. Meaning that, you know, we can use the money for other stuff, which is great. Okay, so I'm copying now the server on the server package on the real production server. It's gonna take about 6 minutes. This is what we say. Meanwhile, Linux is compiling shaders. There is a new machine. It's kind of a new machine. I bought it, I don't know, 1 year ago or something. So even less, maybe 6 months or so. So it's actually pretty fast. It's a good machine. It's a laptop, but is good. The Mac Mini, I mean, the Mac Mini unfortunately is still a mini, right? So it doesn't really have that horsepower, and so it's probably going to take more than the Linux one. But luckily we are stable, you know, on 5.1.1. And by the way, can we check meanwhile? I don't know if I want to distract myself, because if I distract myself, then maybe I do stupid stuff, right? And I break the release. But I really would like to check what happened after 5.1.1. I think that we didn't check in very long time. And we also have to check the marketplace. Okay, let's check the marketplace. Maybe that's an easy one. That's a very easy one. Let's check what's new on the marketplace. You know that every month they have something for free, and it's always good to get it because we may use it in our projects. So there is a free for the month, which they still keep, and we will add everything to our cart so that we are sure that we get everything. And we're going to check out immediately, and then we check what we got. Okay. So we got gathering resources advanced system. How can gathering be advanced? I don't know. It's a fairly simple task, but supporting multiplayer, video presentation, set up gathering tools and connect with appropriate resources. Okay, so there is also the connection between the tool and the resource, and there's a destructible version, customize resources. I mean, it's all stuff that we already have, so maybe for some of the materials, like the crystal material, may be nice to see. Which is this one. I don't know if they have a good mining animation. That could be the question. Do they have a good mining animation? You can try this and see. If you have a good mining animation, maybe we can use it. Let's see the mining animation. Bah! Horrible. I mean, you don't mine like that. But anyway. I mean, it's more of an attack. But we have the same problem. We are using an attack. We're using an attack animation to actually mine. Which is problematic, but fine. These two are working pretty intensely. Okay, so we got that. Then what else? Then we got cemetery. This may have some nice, yeah, some nice statues. I mean, it's really too gothic, but he has nice doors. They're also a bit too gothic, though. One of the issue with the marketplace asset, obviously, is the style, right? And it's very hard to reuse anything because the style. I mean, you have to change them. Like here, I will have to like remove all the dots, all the spikes. Otherwise, the style doesn't really match. I really like this. I really like this ornament on top of the column. It's pretty cool, actually. Well, all the screenshots are showing pretty much the same thing, so I guess that's it. They have one statue and few altars. Fine. Yeah, so these are the pieces. I mean, this altar maybe we can reuse. This one is not bad. This one we could use it for a fountain or for a monument inside the city, right? I think this one we could use it. Yeah. I think this one we can use. Also this one, which looks a bit like a tomb, and maybe it is, but we may maybe cut it off and use it as a table in a church or something. Yeah, these two pieces are very nice. I think these two pieces we can actually use. They are very good. Also, I like the ornaments, and I think the ornaments are reasonable. So nice. Then we got line of sight, dynamic mesh. Cool. We don't need it, but it's interesting. So it's like calculating the line of sight, and he's changing, you know. I don't know if we don't need it. Maybe in the future we may, you know. It's pretty cool. It's nice. It's nice. This one is nice. And fantasy bundle. Wow. Wow. This is nice because, I mean, we already have our houses, right? But maybe we can take some pieces and, like, I don't know, this bridge, and I like these entrances and these other bridges. There is stuff here that we can use, definitely. This area, I mean, it's very specific, but maybe for the clan race, you know, this part could be somehow used. And they may have in this pack. There may be other, yeah, like for example, these windows with a grating. I think we could use some of that. I mean, obviously we require modification. I've seen this already, though. I've seen this and this and this. I really like the Ukrainian flags. I mean, they are not from Ukraine, but they look like. So that's good. I've seen this pack already. Or pieces of this pack already. This column, I don't know, depending on the resolution. But yeah, I think it's a good pack. Can use some of this. I think the entrances, the two entrances there. And there are more sarcophagus, more tomb there. She's nice. I really don't like how the walls look like made of paper, like very, very thin, right? But yeah. But anyway, more barrels. More barrels. Ah, it's using the same texture we are using. This texture, this texture here of this thing, we use the same. It's from another pack. I remember this. We have it in game. We have this in game. I don't know where he got it, but definitely it is not from this pack. I don't know. Nice arches though. It's very nice. It is very nice. It's very, very nice. We may use some of this. And then there is clouds and skies. Cloud textures. I mean, I don't know, maybe in the future we'll have more clouds passing by. I mean, we can have clouds even if we are, you know, underground, but we may have clouds. The cavern is big enough to actually keep, yeah. Pretty good. Okay, so this is running. The Linux is pretty much far ahead. The Mac is not too bad because, as you can see, only 184 are remaining. So we are proceeding well. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we will have a bit of downtime in the stream of today because we basically need to wait, you know, this thing to complete, and just check that everything is going well, and then package and such. So there are a number of hotfixes. I see 111 hotfix only. I don't see a 512 hotfix. It's kind of strange. So they went 5.2 directly after 5.1. I can actually check the announcement. I'm thinking if the next release we should switch, you know. Let me understand what we missed, okay? So 5 point. What's going on? 5.1 released was April 23, right? But then it should be a 5.1.1, right? Okay. 5.1.1 was February. This thing is a bit weird. Because it's ordered not by the date of... Yeah, it is the date of the last post, so it may mess up. It may be. So 1.5.2 actually does not exist. So the next release was directly 5.2. I see. And 5.2 add an hotfix. 5.2.1. There seems there was no 5.2.2, which is interesting. Then there was a 5.3, then a 5.3.1, and then a 5.3.2. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we need to read. Oh my god. I think I opened them in sequence, yeah. Hello, Tutorel. Our building is going, proceeding. Hopefully we'll finish in the next, I don't know, 15-20 minutes and we can continue with the packaging. Meanwhile, we are reading a bit what is going on with the new releases. But anyway, the new release is done. I am just packaging it. I didn't test it because testing is always complex. Okay, let's read a bit about Unreal Engine 5.2. 5.2 is now available. You can download it. New experimental feature, procedural content generation. Interesting. Procedural content generation framework. The ability to populate large scenes with Unreal Engine assets at your disposal, including importing editor tools and time components, means the PPG system. Large population, a massive number of assets. We can also. I think this one we will have to test. I think this one will be very interesting to test and understand how it works. And see we can have some procedural random dungeon generation, right? Substrate is a new way of creating more control and customizable high fidelity materials. Really? Oh wow. Holy shit, there's a new way to do materials. Okay. Well, they are experimental, so... Virtual production, okay, this part we care a bit less. The Apple, iOS, stage operations. Apple Silicon support. The Unreal Editor now has... because the editor. Okay. ML deformer sample, interacting and showcasing how machine learning technology can drive realistic muscle movement. Wow. Wow. These are the known issues. Very nice. So this was 5.2. Launcher builds now use universal binary for macOS. I really hope they did some work here because I'm still using workarounds to build on Mac, right? I'm still using workarounds. So I have to patch automation files. I have to patch, you know, so I have to rebuild with a different target and such. So Nanite improvements. I mean, at the moment we don't care too much about it, but it's, I mean, Lumen quality and performance update. This is all good, eh? One day, guys, we will move to Lumen fully. At the moment, we are still using static lighting and dynamic, so baked lighting and dynamic. But in the future, I don't know how far in the future, but one day it will be all dynamic. Hello, Hula. So improve GI occlusion of the genre substrates. Yeah, this is this new thing, right? Fixed suite of shading model. Don't understand too much about this yet, but it will be interesting to. We remove metallic parameterizations before logic was left. No, you can use substrate man. You can I don't know. This is too detailed just on the path tracer. The path tracer in 5.2 closes every gap in the field in parity with the rasterized and offers several new capabilities similar. See rendering, virtual texture, enhanced shadow. Material improvement. We added the switch node to make it to switch between different texture type. Interesting. Max world position offset. Nice. The material editor comment block now feature parity of those in blueprints, so the comment bubble can be shown zoomed in. Oh, nice. Small stuff, but good stuff. Temporal super resolution, exposure improvements, enhanced hardware ray tracing tools, multi-view, rendering resource, render resource viewer tool. The render viewer tool gives you full visibility of where the GPU memory location are going. There is another debug tool, which is, they're always nice. Shader compilation improvement. Wow, 2x speed up. Holy moly. You no longer have to wait to compile shaders while looking at sample projects. That's very, very nice. It is pretty cool. Audio parameter modulation improvement, some quality of life improvement in audio modulation. Okay, that's good as well. Yeah, because you do it. You usually do it in the Q file. New meta sound nodes. Wow. Fantastic. Ha, localization. Maybe one day. One day we will localize. Still going. Still going. Scriptable tools framework. Set of experimental plugins expose interactive tool framework for blueprints. Model tool actually accompany mouse input. Geometry scripting. I don't know what this is about. I don't understand what is it. Scriptable tools? Uh-oh. 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 We broke it. I would like to watch this video, but... Okay. So he drove a spline, and then he... I remember this one. They showed something like this already, that yeah, you can just draw a line, and we get a spline off. Pretty cool. It's very nice. It is very nice for content creators, you know, like people that are creating levels and such, so it's very nice. Okay, tell me more about this. How to create efficient workflow for artists, please. Transform panel. We implemented a transform panel widget for precise transformation control. Coupled with the modeling gizmo, it gives artists numerous control of the workspace and local delta value. Okay. It's kind of cool. Gizmo improvement. Okay. Poly edit. Insert edge and poly edit. Yeah, because you can actually, you know, change some geometry in Unreal. We never do it, but actually it is possible. It broke again. He broke again. Wow, it was 186. And now it's 166. It didn't move by much. It really didn't move much, huh? Cannot see these videos. GG. Sim tools. Creating UV is an important step during after modeling. Extreme line processing continue. The sim tool in the UV editor now has an option to remove seams as well as add them. This process smooths the artist workflow. Directly in 3D. What? Is drawing a line and then what? It's drawing a line and then what is it doing? Huh? Changing that. Okay. Seam. See that. Well, it doesn't really work that way because okay. I mean, okay, you can join, but the UV, I mean, this part will be stretched, right? If you move it like that, but fine. I mean, anyway, it's an additional tool. Maybe there are cases where you want to use it. Pattern tool. We extend the pattern tool with a new jitter property. Using the setting, artists can get more realistic repetition. So it's a pattern with some randomness, basically, right? Yeah. I see. Pretty good. We never use this kind of modeling tools, but I think it's nice. Yeah, there is so much, you know, that the engine is actually providing that we are not using enough. But in general, you know, we model everything in Blender and then we just import it. And if I have to change something, I go to Blender. I understand that people may work with prefabs or stuff that is already made and they want to change it slightly in Unreal, but it's not what happens to us, right? Render capture baking tool. Geometry scripting. Why? Ah, it's the one above. Yeah, it's the one that we saw, right? Make ray, build ray, box. Bone weight. We added a small library of function for manipulating skin weights. Dynamic mesh object supports skin weight when initialized by copying from a formal whatever. It's still going, yeah, still going. 163, bro. Through an existing mesh, you can query modify skin weight at a vertex, then write them back to the skeletal mesh, providing a minimal but functional procedural skin weight authoring mechanism. Let me just check one thing. Did I unzip this? Yeah, I did it, huh? I did it. I don't understand exactly what it's saying here. Okay, the bone weight. So it's just a visualization or... Because it's saying to manipulate skin weight, right? You can query and modify skin weight at a vertex. Okay. I don't see it here, but there's probably something more. Mesh surface sampling. We made a technique to generate sample point that will distribute arbitrary meshes. Okay. Sequencer, we don't care at the moment. Section colors, there's still sequencer. Retargeting Python support, a new mapping tool for retargeting chains. control rig. When creating splines in control rig, you can create close splines. Okay. Ah, he actually closed it. Control rig, graph improvement, animation blueprint, relinking state machines. You can now relink transition loop in the state machine, but I can transition arrow to a new state. What? Alteration you can. I don't understand this one. I don't understand what is different like it was already before. I don't understand that. Rigid body, runtime, skeleton compatibility. They did a lot anyway in 5.2. Nice. That is nice because we use it actually. This is nice. Animation synthesis, another form of sample project, and machine learning deformance sample project. Body character mesh deformations. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for 5.2. The rest is more infrastructure and force feedback, artificial intelligence. State 3, we made several improvements to the state 3 in 5.2. Global task, we run state smart objects. Neural network engine. You can now run neural network within your game using neural network engine plugin. User can import ONNX files into their project and pass it to the plugin to create a runnable model. This model can run on the CPU or can be queued around the graphics builder, so it runs on GPU. I would like to understand what it can do. Chaos Flash simulation. Wow. Wow. Asset modeling. There is so much, guys. There is so freaking much. Ah, this was very needed, huh? was very, very needed. No, I'm joking, I don't know. World solver interactions. The Chaos Flash Simulator have the ability to interact with the environment real time. Holy moly. Wow. Caching the simulation, static poses. Still running, boys. Still running. Our new release is still building. Niagara Fluid Simulation. Substantial improvement in 5.2. Sequencer kit is so much. Decal renderer. In new 5.2 we added a new renderer called the decal renderer. Similar to a decal actor, you can use the decal render to generate or apply decals to the Niagara system. Ah, okay, so it's basically a decal for Niagara. I see. Cool though. So you can have a particle applying decals. That's kind of fun. Niagara sim caching provide you a way to capture and store Niagara simulation results. Using the bake through the sequence, dynamic mesh. How many more pages of this there is in 5.2? Is insane. Let me just a bit geometry. You can modify bit geometry whenever you like. Refine the triangles. One material skeleton mesh. The following is an example of marching cubes running inside Niagara. One emitter controls the particle sphere, other emitter generates the particle generate the mesh. Holy fuck. Beautiful, insane. Improve load time, compile times, fluids, insight, editor trace counters, so more perfor data smith, carry import user, developer tool, foundation code, pixel stream. Oh my god. What the hell is going on in this release? This one is something that we should try, guys. This one. Because we have seen this demo already. It was probably already in 5.1, but hello, Video Nomad, hey. We are waiting the compilation of the new release, and meanwhile we are reading some Unreal Engine news. I'm still on the first page, because then there is 5.2, 5.3, 5.31, 5.32. So I'm still on the 5.2. So I'm trying to update myself on what I did, but I did a shit ton of stuff. Really a lot. Multi-process, careful multi-process, huh? And off-screen rendering. This is a new class configuration methodology, improve parallelization, resolution, and display render nodes. Increase performance. For multiple GPU. That's another thing. Okay. Broadcasting, media, color pipeline, platform upgrade. Oh my god, this thing is never finishing. Okay, and this is the list of fixes. I'm not gonna read it, but wow. I mean, 5.2 really much stuff. This one I would like to learn, but I don't know if I should do it now. Probably not, but. And it needs a platform to run pre-trained neural network model inside games. Suppose CPU and GPU interface, desktop machine is console. The core remote data raw information. Runtime. Global function list register. Core full snake. Currently support interface template. Minimal code example. Next steps. Learn how to program in C++. Okay, thank you. 5.2.1. Well, these are hot fixes, so I'm not expecting really much, right? So it's a list of fixes. We can just check what they fixed. It doesn't seem to be a lot. Maybe there was some critical stuff. Still going, huh? 144. Ensure network list, VSM shadow popping, crash deleting, crash, curves, crash, spin box. Okay, we don't care too much. But anyway, a bunch of fixes, which is always good. It is not much, right? Which means that 5.2 was fairly stable, right? At least it looks like. Okay, after the hotfix of 5.2, they actually went to 5.3. There was just one hotfix for 5.2, which is interesting. So let's see what I did here. .3 release notes. What is this? The release includes improvements submitted by our community. So these are people that are not inside Unreal, they submitted patches. Good job, boys. Good job. Rendering nanite. Well, this one is worse than this one, yeah. Lumen. More lumen. What was going on here, actually? Was that broken? Oh my god. Orthographic rendering experimental. Okay, sparse volume texture. We have seen this in 5.2, right? Path tracer. The path tracer now has a initial support for tracing adjacent one as a smoke. Substrate material. This release looks more, at least for what I see now, looks really a lot on visual stuff, right? Less on tools. While 5.2 was really more on tools, right? All the new modeling tools and insight tools. So, and a bit of a artist workflow and gizmo and stuff. While this one seems to be more features that we care a bit less about. Hair. We added Groom streaming support from Groom and Groom binding asset. It's allowed to faster loading time in editor game by loading what is needed. I don't know if we will ever have hair like this, but I mean, I guess yes at a certain point, but it is really expensive, right? If you have like 60 characters on screen and all have this hair, I don't know if we can do it, but fine. More, there is a bit of tools here. Lightning. Lights with ray traced shadow can be optionally shadow mode volumetric fog. World building. We are very interested in world building. We are very, very, very interested in world building, unless our thing finished. No, it didn't. Level instance actor filters. Actor filters allow for per level instance variants within a world partition level. They consist of data layers and instant or local data layer that are set to support an actor filtering per user defined user inclusion. All actors share with this predefined configured filter can be included. Streaming generation. So I can say that all my boxes are streamed differently. So what? I don't know. I don't understand. Level streaming persistence. Level streaming persistence is a plugin that manages saving and restoring a specific marked property on objects contained with the streamer. These properties are defined with engine configuration. Persistent or property during gameplay. Like if you have to replay a game or something. Nanite landscape. Oh my god. So it was not enough to have nanite for, you know. So now you can also nanite landscapes. GG. So you can have like 5 terabytes of landscapes. Okay, fine. I mean, one day I think we will use it as well, but nanite cannot be enabled for landscape actor. Nanite landscape meshes are rebuilt in the background. Does not improve landscape resolution, will allow the user to leverage nanite runtime features. I see. And in general, it boosts runtime performance. I still have to see that, man. Oh, our Linux is done. No. Successful. Okay, our Linux is done. So if our Linux is done, this means that this step is done. We continue with the packaging. So we execute this, yes. Then we execute the, no. The launcher, we don't do it. We execute, yes, whatever is in this thing. So we have to copy the server list, pretty much. And that's it. You have to copy the server list, yeah. So it is done as well. Now we just need to zip it up and the Linux will be done as well. That's insane! That's insane, boys! I mean, the landscape is huge. Yeah. I don't know, I still feel that you have to be very careful. If you are making a video game, I mean, if you are making like a demonstration pack or architectural pack or whatever, right? It's fine. But if you're making a video game and this video game needs to run well on different hardware, I would still be very, very, very careful about using nanite in large assets. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I may be completely wrong. But it still scares me, right? It really scares me. Okay, so the Linux now is zipping stuff, and it will take a bit. This zip may take like 10-15 minutes. While the Mac is cooking pasta. No, it's cooking shaders and textures. And I don't know why it's going so slow, but it's going super slow. I mean, it was 180 like 1 hour ago, so anyway. It's going super slow, but it's fine. It's fine. So I'm gonna wait. It's no problem. Going to wait. So on the Linux we are just on the zipping. On the Windows we are done. On the Linux prod server we did the copy, and we have to do the installation, right? So we have to bring down the server and stop everything and copy that. But I will do it only when I have the packages ready, right? I don't want to stop the players and they cannot. In the meantime, if you want to download the game already, at least for Windows, it is up, right? And yeah, for Windows it is up. We can change the download page in a few. I want to have the packages ready first, but if you just change 39 with 40 in the download link in our download page, you will get the new Windows one, because actually it is up. It is up, so you can download it. I didn't test it at all, so. But unfortunately, you know, testing a game like ours is basically impossible for me, at least. I mean, I need like 20 people to do it. Landscape, LOD groups, procedural content generation. They continued on this, huh? I think I really want to test it. I really want to test this thing. I really want. I really want. I will do it. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We will do it. Hierarchical content generation. Hierarchical content allows the execution of different grid sites within the same CPG graph. Hierarchical node logic means to achieve more optimal process generation for large over word over runtime. Rule processing from external data. Interesting. Custom CPG elements. Improve the creation of workflow readability. Custom CPG. Developer interaction. Multi-process cooking. C++ 20 default version. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Support or needed because okay. It's a bit scary, for all our cross compilation on Mac and Linux and everything, but I hope we have to remember that 5.3 is doing this, and so we really need to do a test of just compilation on the 3 platforms to see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure that on Windows we will have no issues, but everywhere else, this scares me a bit. C++ Unreal header tool. We removed the C++ Unreal header tool from Unreal Engine. Holy shit. Please use the C# Unreal header tool. Okay. I mean, if it does the same, I'm fine, but... Fine, a bit of plugins, refactoring, mobile requirements, compatibility. Still going. Modernize the Xcode projects. We have a way and we end the Xcode project work package, making it consider with a modern Xcode convention. Okay, that's very nice. It was a bit of a mess to manage the Xcode Mac project actually, so if it's better, why not? iOS workflow, mobile tracing on Android, mobile ray tracing support. Mobile render, Nanite on Apple M2, character and animation. Dynamic workflow for runtime and linear cinematics. Material section blending. Animation retargeting. Quality of life improvement for retargeting. Thank you, because it's really shit. I mean, the way you do it, all these menus are very hard to understand and they are weird. I mean, they are really weird. The UI for retargeting has always been weird. It's like a voodoo magic, you know, voodoo magic that you click on stuff and Xcode. Yeah, you have to use Xcode on Mac. There is no other way, at least that I know. This release focus on quality. So toolbar retargeting editor, targeting poses, create thumbnails. Nice. It's nice. That is all nice stuff that we use in skeletal editor. Skeletal editor? The skeletal editor provides a way for you to create skeletons and edit meshes skin way directly in a Unreal Engine editor. Wow. That's cool, but I don't know. I mean, maybe they do it better than Blender, so maybe it's good. You know? Maybe it's better than in Blender. I don't know. We have to test it and see. Virtual production, virtual camera, cine camera rig, whatever, cine camera, lens calibration. We don't care about this stuff too much. It's okay. Simulation, Chaos Cloth Editor Foundation. There's a lot of experimental stuff in 5.3, yeah. Rigid bodies, Chaos Destruction, Fracture Editor updates, Niagara Fluids. Holy shit, the screenshot, bro. Niagara Fluids, very nice. Summer review. We will, yeah, meta sound improved. Yeah, they're pushing on the new modules, which is good. Uh-oh, what is this? No, please don't change the UI. It took me like 4 years to get a UI. Retargeting is a huge rehaul. Yeah, retargeting is shit. Yeah, it's really shit. It's not understandable. I think in our game it still does not work, by the way. It still does not work the way it should, but it's okay. I mean, I cannot go crazy on it. What is this? Common UI? What is that? Common UI provides a toolbox for creating a rich multi-layer user interface with cross-found support. Oh my god, did they reinvented another UMG or what? An input action system specific to UI? What? An input routing system makes it easier to selectively suit menus? What? A styling system provides style asset. What? Well, this one we may need in the future. I would like, you know, players to be able to create skins for our assets, for our windows. Improvement on this release, integration with answer email, input a bug documentation. That is very weird. I mean, this is something we need to understand. I mean, if it's just a skin on top of UMG, or if it's a completely new UI system. This I don't understand. They didn't say explicitly here, so... But... Font DPI matching, okay, we can see, right, modeling workflow, new UI for modeling, tool preset, element selection, modeling tools, spline tools, element tool, UV tools, interesting. UV are critical component when working with mesh, yeah. Ether distortion display. We don't really do UV inside Unreal, but you know, maybe in the future we will do. Geometry scripting was already in 5.2, I guess, right? Content pipeline, USD material and textures, USD animation, smart object word partition support. What do you mean? Smart object now works seamlessly with word partition, data layers, persistent layers. Okay. Data asset merging. You can merge stuff between assets. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, this is just a list of fixes, so I'm not gonna read it because it's 25 pages, so that would be impossible. The bitzip is still running. Oh my god. Yeah, the bitzip. I mean, bizzipping 15 gigabytes actually takes time. I understand. Okay, so this was 5.3. Then they released 2 hotfixes. 5.31, which is this. Seems to be a quite long list, so probably, yeah, 5.3 was not that stable. So these are all fixes. There are no... Well, maybe there are also some new things. But fine. So this was released when? This was released September 23, huh? September 23 they did 3.1 and then they did 3.2 November 23. So if we have to jump on a release, we should jump on this one at this point, right? Over 40 fixes. Cannot key font materials with animation. Multiple. Wow. Multi-process cooking does not complete in 5.3 and GG. Yeah, because they added a lot of stuff in 5.3, and so I guess that these two, you know, patches are needed. I don't know when they will do the next one, but I think that I need to start thinking, you know, because 5.1.1 was released when? 5.1.1 was released February 23. Well, we are still fairly up to date, right? February 23. I mean, it's not even a year, right? It's not even a year. So I think I'm fine staying maybe 5.1.1 few more months, right? I just want to stay on up to date because I think that migrating from a very old release to a newer is a problem, and also my fear is that our world may break, right? War partition versus war composition and all the stuff that we have. So I want to keep following the new thing. What should we do? Should we release Windows only, or I would like to have at least the Linux one before updating the web page. Okay, let's start to update the web page. I think we are close enough. Okay, we update the web page, so it will point to the new files. At the moment there is only where is that? Storage pages? Yeah. At the moment there is only Windows. But we can change 0739, right, with 0740 everywhere. It finds 3 replacements, which is correct. Now we will have to change the checksum, so we can start to get the checksum. So we have so I'm storing the stuff what the hell? Here. Right? So here we do the thingy. We can start to write also the change log meanwhile. So PS Unreal. No. Why? What? PS Unreal Windows 0740. Yeah, exactly. So we just get the MD5, so everyone knows what is the real file, and if they like... Bro, it's still going. How big is this 05? I should check if the size is... How much we increase the size? That's an interesting question. Because I changed a lot of textures, so I'm expecting a significant upgrade in terms of size. So we were about 5.5 gigabytes before. So 040 is 5.8 actually, yeah. So we increased about 200 megabytes zipped. 200 and 230, which makes sense, by the way, which makes sense because we actually added a significant amount of textures. But I also deleted a bunch, right? So I also deleted a bunch because they were old stuff and okay, so this is the MD5. We can put it here under Windows. Then the MD5 for Linux, we don't know yet. And the MD5 for Mac, we don't know yet. I hope that the Linux is finishing. Okay, finish now. Yay! How big is the... how big is the... Linux one? Is 5.5 instead of 5.4. So here we gain just 100 megabytes, which is not too much. I think it's fine. So I need to move that file to my machine. Let's go and do that. What is that? Real Linux 0740. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we copied this to my machine. Should be fairly quick. 7 minutes. Why the internal network is slow today? I don't understand. I'm going at 11 megabyte per second in the internal network. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Oh, the Mac Mini is compiling finally, is packaging, so it's nearly done. It's nearly done. Because it's archiving now. Nice! It did it! Okay, so on the Linux we are good. Linux is fully done. And Mac, that is completed, right? That is completed. So now we have the executable in ARM, and you see ARM64 here, and we want to have 864 executable. So we are going to recompile it. Only this part is usually not that long, but we need to redo that piece. I don't understand what is going on in my internal network. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that I'm moving files slowly internally than externally, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's true that at the moment I'm not using the... because at the moment I'm using not the IP, but I'm using the name resolution, the real name outside. But I don't think it's going... Do you think it's really going outside and inside again? That would be weird. So it is just recompiling the binaries, right? So it should not take too much because all the cooking is done. But yeah, it really takes 20 minutes, and it really takes 10 minutes to move the file internally. I mean, it's so strange. Okay, while this is going, let's just build the changelog, right? Let's just build the changelog. Do we have an empty file? This one is an empty file now. So we do the changelog for 0740. Yay! Do you think one day we will have a 1.0 release or never? Maybe never. Maybe never. Okay, let's check the changelog. The changelog is not long this time. It's fairly simple. And it's fairly simple. And the reason is that the majority of the time I didn't okay, well, I should have. Yeah, I didn't check in tag, but it's fine. Fix being able to cast identify items spell, fix in the PC chat function, runscape first manager. Okay, so these are some fixes that I think I already put into the game. There is various fixes to NPC animations, Sarangma, Kikiri, Ulber, upgraded many Little Plaza texture, added small gardens to Little Plaza, fixed Little Plaza's fences and road, changed to Little higher quality ones. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just copying the whole thing, but I think there are a lot of repetitions here. Updated all spells files to a minimum spatial radius for specialization. Okay. Mini texture upgrade in Magic Shop. Yeah, for the texture upgrade, I think we need to do... I mean, we need to bring them all together because... You know, these are basically, this is the main update of this release, right? Which is yeah, which is basically this block of stuff, right? Many texture upgrades in the Magic Shop, in the Tavern, improvement to the Draken plane, improvement to the Draken plane, added screenshot, added gamma. I think this one is kind of interesting to you. Added gamma, added screenshot. I think these are good changes for you. And more texture updates, basically. Okay, so I think that this is pretty much what we have in this release. So we have, so the main point are really the texture upgrade. So many texture upgrade, many texture upgrades. So let's say many textures have been upgraded in quality, right? So now we use higher resolution textures, which are still reasonable, right, for your PC. So I'm not expecting high resolution textures, but still very reasonable in terms of hardware requirements, right? So I want to say that so that people don't get, you know, scared about it. So upgrades include Hydla West, Hydla East, JO's library, Karel Tavern. We also fixed something, yeah, the Lang's Temple for sure. Lang's Temple. I also fixed, there is something in Oja, not really much, just the basic textures in Oja. Oja Vera only base sandstone, right? That is the only thing that is updated in Oja Vera. And there are also some improvement in the bronze doors. Yeah. Then we changed the Idla walls. Idla walls. Idla, let's say, external walls textures. And yeah, and the doors and main city doors with higher quality one. Actually, they are significantly higher, so they are 3D now, and I mean they are more 3D. Before it was pretty much only a flat surface with a texture, and now is way better. Okay, meanwhile, wait, because I got the Linux package. That is now built. So we will get also the MD5 of this one. And meanwhile, I'm copying this to the website. Right, okay, so this is the new MD5. There is the new MD5 for Linux. So if you are on Linux, The file is going up. It will take about 10 minutes. So when it's up, yeah, I mean, I'm faster to go out than to go internally. But anyway, it will take about 7 minutes to be uploaded. So in 7 minutes, you can start to download it if you want. The Mac is still under creation. Okay, we completed this step on Mac, so let's continue. So we go in parallel on pretty much anything and everything. So here we repackage, right? Here we repackage with a new 8664 file with basically the Intel architecture. And then we just need to check and finalize, right? So it is good. So we are here. We did this. Okay, let's continue with the changelog while that is running. So fixes some UV. I mean, this is not really important. We also fixed some items UV. I mean, we also increased the resolution of some items, not much, some tools. So increase the texture resolution of some tools, and we added small gardens to the main plaza and changed the fountain gems. Okay, this is pretty much what is for the texture upgrades. And then in terms of function, we added gamma to the setting window that was actually missing, and we added the screenshot command, right? You can use with GUI or no GUI. Then I think, yes, the other big topic is the improvement to the Draken plane, right? So we added more hints. Yeah. Improvement to the Draken plane, more hints, one more tutorial message, new reference points, which are the planets, and I hope it's a bit easier, but anyway. Then we reduce some large texture, but you don't care. This one we said already. We expanded the magic shop. Oh yes, this one we maybe put it here at the top. So we expanded level magic shop. There is now more space to move, and there's now more space, and also higher resolution textures. Not everywhere, right? But and also some, let's say, some high resolution textures. It's not everywhere, but okay, and the rest pretty much is small stuff, right? Fixed NPC, fixed quest crash when assigning faction points, something like that. Fixed change to the crash. Value fixed to NPC animations. Updated all spells files to keep minimum non-special radius for specializations, fixing the right channel. Yeah, so we can say updated all spells sounds to fix the right channel audio issue we had. Yeah, the right channel audio issue. Yeah. Updated some middle tech. Okay, we said already. Fix some bugs in board minigames. Yes. That's good, by the way. We should enable the mini games in yeah. I forgot about this. Fix this. Fix crash when a new invasion was triggered by the time event. Nice. Simplified crafting to allow checking available material. Okay, so this is the other big one. There is the other big one that I want to put at the top. Which is simplified crafting. So simplified crafting. So we added, so in the crafting book window, there is now the possibility to check on available materials in your inventory, right? Well, not only for the material. So to check, basically, it's checking if everything is ready. So another possibility to check if all is good. If let's say if tools and materials are available to complete the crafting by checking the surroundings and your inventory. So this is what it's doing, right? This is what it's doing. Also, so after the check, say after the check is successful. After the check is successful, a new prepare button shows up in the same window to move, to move all the required materials in the crafting container, right? So this should really simplify crafting significantly, right? Hello, Funner. I'm noticing that when I stay on top of my meds for HDAD, my motivation in things getting done improve. Well, that's good. That's good to hear, Funner. That's good to hear. So we also have the Linux. So the Linux is also up, right? So at this point, we're just missing the Mac. The Mac is still completing, but considering we have Windows and Linux, I suggest that we upload this. So the web page will be updated. We go under plane shift, storage, pages, yeah. Plane shift, storage. Yeah, updating websites and everything, you know, is a job as well. Always me. Always me doing the stuff, boys. Always me. Okay, so now in the main page, if you click on download now, we should have the new links, right? That is 0740, which is good. I'm just keeping this window open a second, so it's starting to download and the mirrors will pick it up. And then we have the Linux. Doing the same, just leaving the window open a second so that we are picking up stuff. And yes, now okay, I think it's time to bring down the server, right? I think it is time. I think it is time, boys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna do it. So we go in game and we say bye-bye, guys. New release is coming up. New release is coming up. So we go, here we are inside a guild house, by the way. The guild house that we fixed recently. These are updated texture already. So I think also some guild houses are benefiting from the upgraded texture because they may use items, you know, that have upgraded texture. So yeah, this one on the ground probably as well. Yeah, this one on the ground, absolutely. There's the new one that I put. Okay, anyway. So let's say server quit 3 minutes, and we would say server going down for 0740 update. This is a full release, so you need to re-download the client from the website. From the website, you cannot update it. Yep, Mac, Windows and Linux are available now. Mac nearly done. Mac soon. Okay. So yep. So we so the server is going down, and then we need to test if it works, because that's the issue. I mean, I'm announcing, you know, I'm loading the new release, I'm doing everything, but in reality, I don't know yet if that will actually work or not, because we don't have a testing department, right? We don't have people. We don't have, like we should have, like three people at least, 2-3 people that are testing completely the release before is actually released. But we don't have that. So yeah, okay. Meanwhile, let's finish the change log. Improvement that I can plan, more ins, blah blah blah. So this one is okay. This one is okay. But if you finish animation, play all the spell, fix some bugs in the board mini game, fix and you play fix crash when you measure. Okay. Okay, this is our change log. Now we need a screenshot. I can paste this change log briefly for our Patreons, just because, you know, I love them. And oops, I have double heading. Yep. Is this a reasonable place to wait for notification of the completion of the server update? Yeah, I would say yes. Okay, here. Okay, so we okay, the server went down. Server went down, so we just stop it because it's trying to restart. Okay, so now the server is down. Server is fully down. Okay, so let's finish the upgrade. Did the Mac finish? No, the Mac is still kind of going, huh? Nah, the Mac is always the slowest one. Anyway, the Mac is still kind of going. We are at this step, but we need to go with the Linux production, right? So Linux production, we just completely deleted the previous server, like boom. Yeah, that's fine. There are some files that I uploaded as root and it's not gonna change anything. We go there, we unzip the new server. Right. Hello, Nikos. Hey. Yeah, I'm working on the update right now. And releasing a new version of PlaneShift is not very simple, but that is why I don't do it very often. I mean, I do it as often as I can, but also because we are releasing on 3 platforms, Windows, Linux, and Mac, and so there's always a bit of overhead on that. Okay, so with this, the server should be ready to go. We are already in screen, right? So there are few SQL things we need to do. There are few SQL things we need to do, right, to finish the upgrade. And I have them in this file. So the first thing is this, yes, to check if there are any new characters that, yeah, for example, there is one, right? And this is a fix that, there is a problem that should not happen anymore. Nice. We have 205,732 characters in the game, by the way. Players. Created players. Characters created by players, yeah. So is that a new drag and plane action location? So I think we can just put it all in. Fantastic. Then this thing I cannot do, right? This thing is a postpone. Yeah, this thing is a postpone. This one we did already. We can do it again, but it will not change anything. This one is done already, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, nothing else. From the SQL database point of view, everything should be fine. And now, yeah, the Mac is still going. Now we can just restart the server, actually. So I will restart. So the server is going up now, right? In about 2 minutes, because it takes about 2 minutes. Now so if you want to play with the new version, you have to re-download the client from the website, and it's already available. So you can just go to download now and click on download, right? And for Windows and Linux is there. Okay. So as soon as the Mac finishes, I will package it and put it up. And as soon as the server is up, I will, the moment is loading Quest. It takes about 2 minutes to start because he has a lot to do at the beginning. He's loading all the rules of the game, all the quest, all the NPC, all the dialogues, you know, is repopulating guild houses. So he's doing really a bunch of stuff. And no, in this release, no. In this release, no. The client, you cannot update it through the launcher because the change is too big. And also it's already like 2 releases that we are doing through Updater, so I don't want to go update, right? This change is pretty big, so if I do it through Updater, it will probably be touching at least 1 gigabyte or so. And it's not worth it. It's a bit more annoying. But anyway, you can just re-download it, reinstall it. I do it when it makes sense. Also, so 0740 is why saying 1st of December? 0739 was was 0. Okay, I thought it was 0739 2nd of November. Wait a second. Uh-oh. Okay, I have the news with the wrong date. I didn't realize, but this news at the wrong at the wrong date. It's 2nd of December, not 2nd of November. But anyway, I mean it's now past, but I can fix it. Hopefully everything will work, guys. Hopefully everything will work. Okay, let me reload this page because it's actually wrong. It was 2nd of December, not 2nd of November. Okay. Yeah, now it says December properly. Okay, we can create a new news, but first I want to test that this thing is actually working. Okay, it should be up. It should be up. So let's see if we can connect with the new client. There is the moment of truth, guys. This is the moment that every developer is fearing. That, you know, you did everything right, or you think you did everything right, and then you go here and you launch it and it's not working, right? That's so painful. You have no idea how painful this is to me. Okay, it is connecting. I just have one thing that I really want to test because it's usually the stuff that is breaking. I want to test oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay, this is something that I didn't. Why? 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 Okay. There is a problem. Why? Fuck. I did a mistake on that? No. Let me try again. But yes, I think there is a bug. Ah! I cannot call it, huh? I cannot call it. I cannot call it. Fuck. Why? Why? I have to repackage. I have to repackage, boys. I have to repackage. There is a breaking bug. Fuck. 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 How it is possible? It's not equal to Drakenplane. How can he go like that if you are in Idla Plaza? How? Fuck. Fuck. So annoying. It is so annoying. Okay. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. I mean, it's better if it doesn't. It's better if it doesn't, because this means at least another hour or two of work just to fix it. But you can delete what you are deleting because it's wrong. You can delete whatever you are deleting. You can delete whatever you are downloading. I already removed them from the website, so you cannot download it anymore, hopefully. But if you do, you should stop it. So how the hell did I do that mistake? So basically that is in plane shift player controller, right? When we receive the music. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very stupid mistake, but it's a mistake, yeah. 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 Ah, such a pity. Okay, anyway. I mean, it will take me a bit of time. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. Just that I have to repackage everything, but fine. We didn't test after doing the Drakenplane thing. We didn't test the shading, right? We didn't test the shading in the normal game. Crap. Nope. Okay, we didn't test that. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying about testing, right? But anyway, we need to put the Drakenplane shading only if we are in the Drakenplane, obviously, right? And this part about the shards. Let me see. Wait a second. We need to do it in a different way, I think. So. Wait a second. Let me read. So it was like this, right? It was like this. Okay, it was like this. So here we are in the Drakenplane. Here we are not in the Draken plane, right? So here we are in the Draken plane, here we are not. So if we are not in the Draken plane, right, right. So this needs to be, okay. Yeah, it's simpler then. So this, right, needs to be connected here, right? So because if we are in the Draken plane and this is valid, we don't have to recreate the shards and we just use the existing shard, right? And you know what, just for safety, because I think that this is not very safe, no, this is not very safe anyway, yeah? Exactly. So we don't do it this way, we do it this way. Okay. So we are sure that we are getting the value if it's set or if it's not set. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Ah, crap. It was a small mistake. The reason is just that we didn't test it before. Hey, Nikos, thank you for the follow. The reason is just that we didn't test at least one time going back to the normal world, right? Before I packaged. Okay, so we are going to test it now again, just to be sure, right? So yeah, this is gonna take quite some time though, unfortunately, to repackage everything. And the Mac is still working on it. The Mac is still working on the previous one. It's like, I'm gonna do it. No, don't do it, man. It's broken. Okay, so let's do this. Let's launch the server on my machine. I mean, you can still connect if you want with the client that you downloaded, but you will be completely black. You will be completely black. Such a stupid mistake, by the way. Really stupid mistake. I think because we did it fairly late yesterday. And so I didn't do any reasonable test after that, right? Anyway, it's simple to fix. Simple. It's just we are wasting like 2 hours, but it's fine. Okay, so now we test. So we connect, it's the same with this guy. In the normal world, right? And you see that he's looking fine, right? And then we go to the Draken plane. Boom, 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 boom. And when I go to the Draken plane, there is a bit of delay of like 5 seconds or so, and then I will become black. But, well, actually it happened immediately this time. Okay, fine. Good. So I am actually black.
This is the first shard. Gather 2 more.
Okay. So I think it's fixed, right? It's already fixed, so it was a super simple.
Yes, that's more energy. You need 1 more.
Was a super simple fix. Do I want to test? Oh, wait a second. I think we just found a server bug. I think we just found a nice server bug. On the if you press check without anything selected, it seems that it's crashing the server. I just have to find some snacks and try to focus on them instead. Yeah, this is what you should do. Using blueprints. I'm using a mix of C++ and blueprints. So we use blueprints pretty much for the UI side and using C++ for pretty much everything else. Okay, so this is good that anyway, it's good that we tested this because it is Work Manager 852. I don't know how people can develop games without C++. I mean, I understand that it's possible, but I mean, everything in blueprints, I think things are going to be very messy, right? Yeah. Okay, this is another good one. And it's good that we found it so we can re-release the server as well with this fix. Unfortunately, yeah, but it's good. So let me check that, so just to be sure that. Yeah, that is exactly what I was saying about having a testing team, right? So having people that actually test the stuff. I'm already doing a bit of test, but if you're the developer, you cannot really test your stuff, right, the right way. So you always test it in a way that is not enough. Okay, so let me redo the test and be sure that now we are kind of good, huh? Yeah, redoing everything will take at least another hour. I mean, the Mac is the slowest, right? The Mac is the slowest of all. I don't know actually why is redoing the cooking if I... That's kind of weird. But anyway, it will... Yeah, exactly, hold on. The crown is black because we played too much with the Draken plane yesterday. It's not just the crown, every player will be black. Every player will be black in game. Okay.
This is the first shard. Gather 2 more.
Why is saying landscape physical material needs to be rebuilt? Landscape physical material needs to be rebuilt. Let me go, wait a second. Let me go, well no, let me test just the 3 things and then... But this should work, this should have no impact really.
We have enough energy to remove a barrier, but it will not last long. Find it quickly before it closes again.
Because I was there already.
We have enough energy to remove a barrier, but it will not last long. Find it quickly before. Yes, that's more energy. You need 1 more.
I'm just testing the shards, 1 second. I'm just testing the 3 shards to be sure that we don't...
This was the last shard.
Okay, good.
Remove the last barrier.
Okay, good.
Yes, you can resume your travel. Pass through the portal and fulfill your destiny.
Hello, Gabius. Sorry, Gabiul. I get that question a lot. Let's say in terms of the last few months, years, I would say pretty much yes, even if there has been other people helping. Like there's been at least 1 artist helping and 1 guy on rules and another guy on a bit of everything, right? But I did probably the majority in the last few years. But before, right, before the original game, there were way more people and way more help.